Yo. What is good? It is your boy, King GDB. I was about to say my legal government name, bruh. I was about to slip up already. It is your boy, King GDB. And we are
Go
here,
all the
not
way.
your average Joes. We got your boy, Selly, a.k.a. Caleb, and we have the Duke down below repping the streets, the information station for the boys. Okay. So, guys, we're gonna fire show for you guys today. Are you ready? I don't think you are, but we're gonna jump into the topics anyway. So, we're gonna be looking at
I've got the
today
munchies, so
why better yourself and is being average okay? That's our first topic. And our second topic is should you get into self help? And if you do, should you learn game, human nature, finance, and business management? Who should you learn from? And then we'll get you guys to come in, call in, and discuss your opinions on the topic. Okay. So, first topic, why better yourself? Is being average okay? I'm going to pass it to Selly, aka Caleb. Let's get your opinion on this, bro. Let us know.
Is being average okay?
Is being average okay?
If your son was, if your son asked you that, what would you say?
Hell no. You better get that shit out of here, bro. What are you talking about? Average, bro. No. But what
There's
about
your
you?
answer. No.
Oh, you on that? You on the smoke?
Yeah, there's your answer. Yeah, no. No, man. I can't accept average. I can't accept it.
It's not for you.
Nah, it's not for me at all. Not for me.
Excellence in all realms or just in some?
Hmm?
Excellence in all areas or just in some?
All areas.
So you strive to better yourself in all different areas of your life.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
All right, the
Literally.
Duke, what do you think on the topic, huh?
yeah. So when you brought this topic up in the group chat, what was interesting was I thought about the book I'm listening to right now called The Rational Male on Audible by Rollo Tomasi. Shout out to Rollo Tomasi out here in the streets. He just plugging
Rollo.
it in.
Rollo.
And it's just sort of this psychohistory of how human beings behave and how there are average people, who are content with what they are now. They're content with what they have. And then then you have leaders, and then you have like a hierarchy between average and leaders. I mean, we just have to accept that some people prefer being average because doing more is going to take a toll on their own lifestyle, their own responsibilities. Us in our position now, strive for greatness because that's what's within us. So I think it really depends who you are and what period you are in your life, because some people may have had a dream but gave up on it because they had more other responsibilities like children and other incentives to hold back on their dreams. And so I accept average people living an average lifestyle and earning their average salary, but that's not for me. That's how
what would you say, if your son came to you and he said, Dad, I'm fine just living an average life. I'm okay getting C's and B's. I ain't trying to go for the A stars. I just want to live that average, okay lifestyle. Just be okay. Okay. I'm not wealthy. I can afford one holiday a year. I'm just casual, I can go out once in a week to eat, but I'm not like, doing what I want to do in life or everything I want to do in life. I'm just living, not day to day, but just comfortably. And he said that's what he wants for his life. What would you say?
Okay. My response initially will be, in this house, you want to be average. But you would have to deep it, like what would make your child want to be content with a simpler life? I mean, it depends with the life you show him, provide for him and say, hey, look, this is what I had to do to get to where I am. But if he's saying that I don't want to work as hard as you or as smart as you, I just want to be chill, because that's what happens a lot with like middle class families, where some kids are like, they don't want to be rich, they just want to live like a monk, or they want to live in a comfortable field like in the woods somewhere. That's a weird concept to me because I don't see myself living in isolation. But there are some people who do. And living where I am now, I mean, probably similar to you, King G, is that you are surrounded with people who aren't as driven to be in the city. They want to live in their small town and they don't want any more than that. And so can we accept that there are people who are like that? So if my child comes to me and says, I want to live an average, simple life, I'm going to show him what you need to do to live that average, simple life, or else you might flop and actually go below the poverty line. you know what I mean? You want to make sure they get to that point without going, oops, snap.
You want them to be tickling the upper echelon of that average line than the lower echelon of that average line.
Like safely, securely live average, fine. But other than that, that's what we got.
Yeah, I would say
comment section.
Oh, are they getting lit in the comments here? What are they saying? Here we go. Facts. I can relate with
Mr. Vincent.
Mr. Vincent. Facts. I can relate with that. My son. You want
African.
You want to bring shame to me? Now, he knows too well about this. You got Ian saying no, no bums accepted. So
That's
Ian
sad.
saying if his son was a bum or claimed to want to be a bum, he would not over here. He wouldn't allow it. He wouldn't allow it.
You want no social then? Okay, over there. Okay.
See, this is what I'm saying. My opinion on this is I would obviously want to push my kids to excellence, push myself to excellence, lead by example, whether that is, physical fitness, health, socializing, all these other aspects, I want to be the total package, an example for my kids to learn from so that their default will not be average. Their default wouldn't be average. Yeah. So if you read the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, obviously if you have the rich dad, even though you might not be the most, your kid might not be the smartest kid, but just by the fact he lives around success and excellence, that will kind of be his natural instinct, his natural state. It shouldn't be forced excellence on him. But just by the mere fact that he sees you and you as a father should be his, father figure. You as his father should be his, not idol, but his his mentor and someone he looks up to. And naturally, he would want to strive to be as great as you in certain aspects. But this is the thing, some parents might push their kids to do certain things and in a sense, push them away from being excellent because they might feel like it's too much pressure. It's too much pressure. It's too much pressure. It's too much pressure. So that's why, bringing it back to Abba and apples and peaches. They
gonna mention
I'm circling around. They basically want people to just be decent humans, decent human beings who get through life without upsetting other people and get through life the best way possible. They don't want people to be doing crazy, extreme stuff or they want people to live in that average area where they can pay for the pum pum, they can not pay for the pum pum if they don't want to, they can get B's and C's and it's okay. We don't have to judge them. You know what I mean? But again,
you're throwing shots. You're throwing mad shots right now. I'm not
throwing shots, but that's what they want. That's what they want. That's what they want people to be. They want people to be, okay and good. They want people to be the general public. If you watch that channel, I've watched that channel a lot. And I'm a fan. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the content is amazing. The way they the way they joke.
You're referring to, just for the listeners to know?
A&P, Apple and Peaches.
Okay.
The way they joke on people, they are happy with people being average, and in their eyes, I'm guessing that's okay. They want people just to have integrity, whatever that means, and move through life in a genuine sense. Even though they might not do it, it's okay. We're gonna let them slide on there. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. The doubt of the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Before we delve in, let's catch up with the
comments. Warwolf.
Mr. Warwolf.
After all the effort I go through, my children want to be average. I take away their iPhone immediately and give them a Windows phone and Samsung Galaxy Ace. How does average feel now?
The Samsung's all right. I don't know about Galaxy.
That zoom on the Sonys and the Samsungs. I'm not gonna lie, it's crazy. It's crazy. I ain't no average zoom.
What's up,
hey
Ryan?
Guys, How about fear of failure? This is a huge contributing factor to being successful. I was just about to mention Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Good one, King GDB. Thank you very much. Exactly.
Bringing out
Exactly.
the citations.
So, real quick, we'll just answer this question, guys. What do you think about the fear of failure in general? Does it hold
Fear
people
of failure.
back? Does it hold people back? Do people not try because they don't want to fail and they don't want people to say, "Ha, you see, you didn't make it"? Or do people not try because they think it's just not in them?
Before I do it, Sally, you go. What do you think?
Yeah. Fear of failure. Damn. This is a concept that I know too well on, because it's very well. Well, for one, it's very anxiety filled. Like, yeah, like if you go through having you always create backup plans after backup plans after backup plans, and you will never actually get onto your plan A, if that makes sense, because all you're thinking of is like, what if it fails, or what if it's that, and then you always end up going to plan B, going to having a plan C, having a plan, having so many plans that's not gonna go anywhere. So nah, it's not a fear of failure. It's not one to have. It's definitely not one to have.
Yeah. What about you? Deke?
Fully.
What do you think?
Yes. I wanted to delve into that quickly before I go on a tangent. But fear of failing. Fear of failing, it seems like regardless of how people avoid doing more work to reach to where they dream of going, you would eventually fail regardless. So even if you avoid taking the chance, you're still in a predicament that you didn't want to be in the first place. So for example, if someone felt that they wanted to start a business, they have the talent and the skills to carry that in a sense, but they know the work that goes into doing it, and there's a chance you would fail, you might not get a good return, you might not profit, so you settle for the small work role you've been doing for the next 15 to 20 years of your life because you don't want to take that chance. At the end of the day, you're still in the same position you would be if you failed when you tried. I mean, the whole point is to attempt. So a lot of people just don't, because it's just the work. I think the fear of failure is a fallacy, because that's just an excuse to not add extra calories into working. Honestly, that's all it is. It's like fitness. It's like
To
fitness.
build those success gains.
Right. How much are you working out? How many miles are you running? Knowing that it's a lot more on your body, a lot more toll on your body for you to reach that goal in your life. But then you avoid it, but then you're still in a position where you're slobbering away. So at the end of the day, I think, to me, fear of failure is a fallacy. It's just a mentality that you're processing to yourself.
Yeah, I agree.
To
I think
the viewers.
I think in a sense, for me anyway, people fear what other people think when they fail. They don't fear the actual failure itself, but they fear the judgment that comes with the failure. They fear what other people are going to think of them, especially if they bigged it up and said, "Oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that." And then when the time comes to do what you said you're supposed to do, and you feel that pressure, the anxiety, as Sally said, sets in. You feel the pressure, and you say, I could do it if I want to, but I'm not. It's just, you brush
It's
it
a
off.
risk.
It's the same thing with catcalling, why so many people subscribe to catcalling. Because the fear, you'd rather people just call you, the fear of you actually going in there and getting a firm no, a firm rejection to your authentic self. When someone rejects you for your authentic self, that hurts. No matter, you could be the strongest person in the world, but that will sting you to a certain degree. It will bruise your ego a little bit when someone just says, "You know what? I like your pitch, but no, thank you." And you have to run away with your tail between your legs, or slowly back away, let it move. But people need to get used to the process of failing. That's why game is so good for people to learn, because at the beginning the rejections are immense, because you have no skills, you have no valuable skill set. And when you rack up those rejections, those failures, you start to tweak things slowly and surely to improve yourself and eventually improve upon your successes. And this can translate to other areas of life. Same with fitness. You go into the gym, you're doing certain things, they're not working for you. You tweak it a little bit, you tweak it a little bit, you tweak it a little bit until you find the exact program that works for you. But it only works if you experiment and you try and you try. You might fail, you might get a little injured here and there, but you have to put in the effort. Today, people are more afraid to even try, let alone don't even mention the failure or getting judged. Just the fact that to even put one step forward, it's just like, that's too much effort. They already think about the step 10 in the process, like, oh, what if this happens? What if the pessimism is crazy these days? But anyway, we're gonna hit the comment section.
I noticed you mentioned the trilogy, the masculine trilogy, which is what, finance, fitness, and female nature.
Exactly.
Delve it in. They all come in somehow.
You gotta get it, bro. You gotta get it. That's if you want to be a top tier male. If you want to be a top tier male, you gotta get it in. If you don't. It's up to you. But let's check out these.
I'm gonna tackle that some more. So let's read
let's check out
people are saying.
Vincent, as for failure, all I know is that it's not an option in my camp. If it even slightly happens to be the case, I will try again and again and again till I pass. Exactly, Vincent. We are supporting you so we can get those first class flights around the world. Okay? So get it together and fly us across the world, my guy. I much love.
Before you carry on, King G. So just letting everyone know, we'll have an open panel later on in the stream. It's just an hour stream. So if you want to chip in on basically examples that you've had on when it comes to failures, let us know. So
feel free to come in.
This is going to be a good panel.
You never actually fail if you try. You live, learn, and improve. That's the thing. There is no failure. There is just a learning opportunity. A lot of people think fail, but it's not really failure. It's more like a learning opportunity for you to realize what you can do better. Same with businesses. People don't want to start businesses because the fear of loss. But you won't start a business. Same with, what's his name? Elon Musk. I watched an interview where he said he didn't start Tesla to make profits. He started Tesla to show people they can make electric cars that are not slow. In order to maybe inspire someone else. Exactly. Maybe to inspire someone else to make a successful business off electric cars. But guess what? It so happened that, to his lucky stars, it worked out perfectly. So, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see.
So many risks. This guy took so many risks.
He took so many risks, but hey, you got to risk it to get the biscuit. Ian Sasa. Catcalling is dangerous. # me too. Well, in today's day and age, you will get #
I think there'll be a difference. Yeah, but I get what he means.
Yeah. Especially if they videotape you in 4K. Lord, no denial.
There was one of those 4 years ago. Yeah, it was 4 years ago, 5 years ago, where there was this woman in New York just walking across the New York. She probably had a big badonkadonk, and all these men. You probably remember this. All these men were just catcalling her like for hours. So she was just walking around the street, waiting to be catcalled, and this was showing like, oh, look how bad it is for men who attempt to reach out to a woman, and it's borderline harassment. And that's a New York thing, But it's interesting to say, people take the risk and then they could get slandered for it.
Exactly.
Don't take the risk.
Don't take it. Don't do it. All right, let's see. Any more comments? So Vincent just laughing that off because he's gonna fly us across the world. He knows it. No need to sweat now, Vincent. No need to sweat now.
Well, yeah, just to hit back on what my point was in the beginning was that there are some people who are just content with their average life. There's no need to push them. They work as janitors or they work as caterers or something. They have a small business and they don't see themselves competing with the big brands, but they're fine. They're taking care of their family and that's all they want. But the thing is, they can be in a position where they might lose all of that because of the competition, because of a rainy day. So there is a reason why we should push people to be more than average, but a lot of the time they're better where they are because they can't mentally take extra work. Yeah. I mean, that's me taking that side. Like, hey, I understand where A and P are coming from, but when you're in that position of clout and a big platform. That's not a good excuse. You can't keep on championing average if you're not even average yourself. I don't think it's appropriate for people who are in like the top 20% of society telling everyone else that it's great to be a monk or to be average, because that's not what you are. So you're
Profit
playing
off
this
telling
game,
people
like,
that they're
trying
okay in the
to
positions
appease.
they're in.
Yeah, and it's like you're appeasing the masses because you want to look like you're part of the masses when you're not. Almost like a preacher, almost like a televangelist. Donate to the church. Just donate to the church. But just like everyone else, and then what? You have 3-4 different jets. You're preaching and telling your followers that we need more money for an extra jet so I could fly to somewhere else. Like, you're not average. No, you can't play that game with the average mass of people. So yeah, that's just we just need to become realistic.
100%. Ian
Moving on.
Sasa out here says, if you want to be successful, stay away from women. Sally, opinion on it. Opinion. Actually, hold on. 2 seconds. We have to plug, guys. Go back on our catalog.
Agree or disagree?
Go back on our catalog real quick and watch whenever you have time. Whenever you have free time, watch the Sally interview we did, the first Sally interview we did about my guy. Honestly, you will learn so much. Just check it out.
We'll post the link in the description as well.
We actually will. Yeah. Anyway,
so
Sally,
we interviewed Sally for the first time, basically, and he revealed a lot about his life.
Yeah, the struggles.
Yeah.
If you want to stay away from women, I cannot disagree.
Everything's revealed.
I
cannot disagree. So he agrees.
I cannot disagree. Nah.
Can say it word for word.
I wouldn't me.
Advice to your younger self.
Advice to my younger self. Oh yeah, definitely don't get involved. If you want to be, if you actually want to be successful, don't get involved. So about that. Yeah, if you want to be successful, definitely don't get involved with a woman. I don't think he just. How do I put it?
You gotta find your words, bro. You're coming out like fresh right now.
I get where he's going. Because it's not like word for word avoid all women. Like, it's more like don't make them your main focus. Don't be in orbit to them. They have to be in orbit to your plan. And to be honest, to reach that point, there's no one around you really. It's all just you trying to push for the top. And then once you get there, boy. So, 72 raisins.
See, this is what I would say, because I see some comments in there. And you want to continue? I'll let you finish off.
Yeah. I want to chime in on that too. Like the comments, it seems like we have to play this sort of what do you call it? Defense team for particular channels because it seems like it's still the hot conversation today. Essentially, we're covering topics that still align to this sort of past beef. What do you think about when men on these content creators they're the ones who vouch for success? That man, you have to be the top 10%. You have to be top 10%. Why are they being criticized for pushing for that? Why are they being criticized for pushing their followers to think like them? Because it's a terrible thing now to be seen as alpha, even though that term isn't being used. But why do you want people to be alpha? It's like, why not? Why aren't men promoting that even more? And why are we attacking the men who are promoting that?
It's the classic phrase of
Myron.
It's a classic phrase of easy times make easy men, easy men make easy men make hard times, and hard times make hard men. So Myron is trying to make people more sturdy, more firm, and to his detriment sometimes. He tries to basically make people risk tolerant in certain circumstances, but obviously he's human as well, so he might fall into some traps, some pitfalls as well. of
Yeah,
the Anna Quinn
human
situation.
flaws.
Human flaws. You know what I mean? You can never be perfect, but to strive for excellence is the best one can do. To try and be your best self, learn from your mistakes, and hopefully you don't repeat moving forward in the future. But yeah, let's
And
check out
what's
some of these.
funny,
Go on.
yeah, go on real quick.
Oh no, I'm just gonna go on the
Yeah,
comments.
I was just gonna say what's funny was like if you listen to those shows, not just Fresh and Fit, but a lot of these shows that call in and guys are calling in saying thank you for helping me through a dark time. I couldn't build my credit, I couldn't build my finance because I needed someone to push me. That's why we have motivational speakers. People are there to levy people into this mindset, and if you're not in alignment with that, why are you bothered about it? Why are you criticizing men who are pushing other men to become greater than what they are today? And so
exactly,
yeah, that's my concern. What's this
if
witch
it's not
hunt
your
for the
space,
men
if you
who are
don't
forcing
care,
more?
exactly, if you don't care about improving yourself and improving other people, you just leave it at that. Let the people who want to improve find the other people trying to improve, and they can help each other.
Stay over there.
Stay in your lane.
Stay over there.
Stay in your lane. Exactly. So Muin
That should be a show.
Nadim, what's your thoughts on the new YouTubers attacking Myron for his views? So we just covered, I think we covered a little bit of that. Basically, it's a bit underhanded to come in and bring someone down because of views when you're all claiming to be these upholders of certain views and justices and morality and all this stuff, and then you want to kick people when they're down and or expose people. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't make sense to me. But if that's what people want to do, I'm just here to talk about it. You know what I mean? Just here to give my little 2 cents on it. Is it the greatest opinion in the world? Who knows? But I'm here like Salt Bay, just sprinkle my little opinion on there.
We didn't want to turn into Fresh and Fit's defense force, but it's like we're trying to continue with our regular broadcast, but it's still a hot topic because essentially people are trying to figure out where is this going to lead to. But the truth is, it's going to be the way how it's always meant to be. There's certain men who pursue this type of lifestyle, and majority of men who don't. And that's when we have to recognize that's what separates people in a manosphere. Men who are strivers, who are leaders, and men who just want to be content and average and follow those leaders eventually. So people know their lane now. Stick to it, stay over there,
and let other people in their lane do their own thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, let's check out these comments here. You got Zachary out here. What is he saying? Suffering the pain of regret, mediocrity is a lot more comfortable for most people than the pain of discipline. 100% agree. The work and it's not even about like the work. It's literally just the fact that successful people know it's not about feeling a certain type of way to do the work. It's not about feeling a certain type of way to go to the gym. I have to feel motivated. I need to feel da-da-da. No. It's just part of the schedule. It's 8 a.m. it's gym, or 6 a.m. it's gym, or 4 a.m. it's gym. Whatever your time is, that's the time, regardless of how you feel. You wake up, you roll out of bed, you walk to the gym. You don't think about it twice. You just get out your bed and you keep moving and you do the work. That's how you get successful.
Period.
You have to be able to just stay disciplined. A lot of people don't want to do that. They want to just stay in bed and feel slightly uncomfortable with their choices and say, "Oh, I feel bad. Maybe tomorrow." Maybe the thought of tomorrow being the day they start to make their differences, they kind of cling on to a future self in which they have succeeded, when they don't want to give the current self the accountability to make the correct decisions to make that future self possible. But laziness, I say.
Indeed.
Laziness. So Zachary out here, so he disagrees with the earlier point.
I can see some good questions.
Women have been an integral part of most successful men to walk the earth. Marriage was always common with the most innovative men in history. I 100% agree with this. But what I would say is, you should make it a priority. You should do your own thing, and the natural women who are drawn to you and your success will come to you. This is the thing. People who are naturally drawn to you and your success will come to you. Be on your path, and if your path is correct and you're doing the right things, people will naturally be gravitated towards you, and you can pick from those people who naturally come to you. That's where I would say, you can obviously find the perfect woman, but obviously filter those that come to you. Don't go out there looking for, all these other ones.
It'll
Unless
be
you
a
want to
lot
have
easier once you get to that point
exactly. Unless you want to have
of
fun, then
success.
that's another story, and you can do what you want to do. But that's definitely right, Zachary. Definitely right.
Go ahead, pay for bucks.
I disagree because you need to find the right women. Exactly, you do need to find the right women, and as Myron says, you need to go onto these platforms and try and source as many as you can. But that again is another, like, as long as you give yourself, let's say you really want to be good with women, yeah, give yourself like a 30-minute segment in the day where you hit up people in DMs and and do all that stuff. But don't make it like a thing where you have to, like, I have to every second I have to be sourcing and if you like someone,
I don't even believe in you need to be with 60 people until you can settle down. That's a bit that's
no.
too much.
I see. No.
Excessive.
I agree with that. I agree with that. It's not it basically
Go on.
it takes you away from the mesmerisms of you first interacting with a woman.
Sex.
Yes, of the box. Because if you know you can get it whenever you want, regardless of you having success or whatever, you have game and you have all these, skills or whatnot, then you can deal with women and their BS correctly. If you value the sex business, the bedroom.
Oh, you cut off. Is it me? Sally, you're still on, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Oh shit, our host is gone. I think he was making a good point there before he cut off.
Yeah.
But, before he gets back, I think what he definitely covered is that's what I still disagree with. I still think that as human beings, like, let's say a celebrity, like a lot of these rappers could have an abundance of women and still feel weak to their own tendencies. I don't think it really changes. I think it's a mentality type of thing. But 1 second before I get to King G. Do you have input to that? Do you need to be with 60 people till you realize that, okay, this is the man I don't want to be?
Nah, I think
King G will be back soon, by the way, for viewers.
Yeah, so do you have to be? Nah, you definitely don't have to be, because you will know. It's like one of those things where where you would know the woman you want from the first kiss. I always maintain that you always know who you want from.
So you believe in the one? Do you believe in the one? Oh, no. Okay.
I don't believe in the one, but I'm saying from the get-go, you would really know, because of there might be so many reasons, like their aura, their the way they look or whatever, but you always have an idea. This is how far I want to take this girl. Do you get what I'm saying?
So you don't see the need to be with 60 persons before you're like, okay, I need to settle down now. That's what I disagree with. I get the perception is that you want to remove yourself from the enslavement of feminine attraction, but I don't think that's what's necessary to wean yourself off of it. It makes sense, but clearly it's like even people with as many bodies on them haven't really changed. Like you start to look for different habits, you start to be into more things, So let me read the comments before it catches up from us. I can't click on it. So Raya actually asked us for all three guys, what are your top 3 reasons to be a successful man, and what do you do to stay on your path? So going back to sort of our goals. Should I start or should you start? Do you have
you start?
Okay, so when it comes to that, 3 reasons. 3 reasons to be a successful man. First and foremost. Oh, we got King G back.
Okay,
carried on.
I'm back.
Yo, 1 second, Raya, before we answer your question, just for King G to finish his point.
No,
so the needs to be with. Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, the need to be with 60 women. Explain.
Oh yes, so you basically it basically just allows you to not deal with the nonsense, as Myron says, because it takes out the need for you to get validation or to keep people around because you just want the bedroom fun. It allows you to detach from that. A lot of people can do that without having those numbers, but a lot of people can't do that without having those numbers. So you know what I mean? So just for your own protections, they make an arbitrary number which is high enough that you can, for you to get to that number, you have to have some certain type of skill with women, but at the same time be able to, you know, maneuver the situation.
I think that benchmark was set to make it seem like it's a goal that most people don't even reach, because a lot of guys who are relationship type of guys aren't trying to smash as many women. So
it depends.
I feel that benchmark was only set to make it seem as if, okay, once you reach that point, you've reached like ultra instinct against the punani.
Obviously, you haven't reached ultra instinct, but it just gives you a better idea of, you know, the things you need to do to either, if you just want the fun, you can obviously have the fun, but you don't need to keep someone around just because you need them to have the fun. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Clearly.
Like, you just don't need, like, because some people will stay in bad relationships just because they feel like, oh, I might not get another one. I might not get another one, or it'd be hard. Like, it would be so hard for me to put in effort to get another person to date, to be with. So I might as well just, you know, be content here and just deal with the BS.
I think the content comes partly to responsibility. Maybe there are children involved, and it's just best to stay together because men have a lot to lose if they leave from a legal marriage. So
if it's marriage, it's different. But if it's just like like if you get into marriage, obviously then you have a better if it comes to marriage, you have a better understanding of, you know, in general, women. For you to date 50 women, I'm pretty sure they're not all going to be exactly the same type of person. So you have a broad understanding of different personality types, different feminine personality types, how to kind of handle them and how to deal with them. And whenever you find your wife, you can now take that experience and, you know, use it as you wish, if you wish to use it.
Delete your whole face. That's funny. Yo, Ryan made ask a question for free.
Where are we?
If you go back 8:36.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. We're about to touch on that. So for all three guys, what are your top 3 reasons to be successful men, and what do you do to stay on your path? Do you want to start?
I'll start. I'll go in first.
King
so
G, go on.
For me, my top 3 reasons to be successful is for myself, for my family, and for my future.
Very straightforward.
For myself, my family, and my future. I want to enjoy the finer things in life. I want to do anything I want to do, aka travel when I want to travel, work for myself. I don't want to be restricted by, I have to be here when, do this, then. I want to be able to make my own decisions. For my family, to be able to give my family the choice whether they want to work or not. Allow myself to retire my mom, all these other people, and my dad, you know what I mean? Provide for them what they never had, essentially. You know what I mean? So like backwards parenting here. I'm going to give them the stuff that they've always wanted. You know what I mean? And then for my future, just for my future wife, you know, because obviously I want to get married. For my future wife, I want to be able to give her the option. If she wants to work, she can choose to work if she wants to. If she doesn't have
rather
to.
Than a necessity.
Exactly. Because I know when women go to work and they bring the stress and nonsense back home, it could lead to a more stressful marriage. And I will let her know, if you're cool with handling your stress and able to deal with those situations at work, and then come home and be cool and collected. We obviously can talk about the work stuff, the things you've gone through and whatnot, but it can't be a constant thing where you come home and you just nag about, oh, Catherine was mean to me. And da, 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 da. No, we're not doing that. This is not therapy. That's why we get money. That's why we get so much money, so we can hire a therapist if you need it. But at the end of the day, it's for that future wife to have the ability to choose her own sanity. So whatever she wants to do, she can do it. Yeah. If she wants to invest in a business, a startup business, I'll have the funds to provide for her to do that. You see what I'm saying? She can do what she actually loves instead of what she has to do. But anyway, those are my reasonings. But anyway.
So essentially, you want to be successful enough to be the sole breadwinner by choice.
By choice.
Yeah. Fair. Yeah, go on, Sally.
Yeah, so for me, success, I want to be successful, especially for my parents, like and those that were there before me, but that contributed to me getting here. Um, uh, it's one of those ones where I also want to be successful. Damn.
The 3 reasons is stopping.
He's zoned out.
He's stumbling. He's
We can come
stumbling. He's
back.
stumbling.
We
Aye,
can come
aye.
back to you if you
Come back,
nearly got it.
yeah.
But I can hear. Yeah. So from basically, it seems very clear that we all value family because we've seen where they all come from and we see how hard our mums and dads worked. So we, of course, want to prove that, hey, we can pass on that legacy in order to do the same for our own family. Second reason for me would be my competitive nature. I don't like the idea of being in a room filled with successful people and not being as um, advantaged as other people in the room. So if I see that people are in a position where they worked hard for it, I can do it too. Whatever you can do, I can do, and I could try and do it twice as hard as you did. So my mindset is always set in that way that I can't ask for less. Like you can't stop me. That's the thing. You can't stop me.
You have the
I'll
drive and the
continue
willingness.
to fight. Yeah. And my third reason would be when it comes to staying on my path. I don't I have to finish what I started. So if there's a business venture I picked or a certain career I'm pursuing, I can't stop till I get it done to a certain extent. Like let's say I picked a different course, like where I am right now, I'm happy with. But let's say I picked a course that I realized halfway through, this isn't for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish it. Yeah, and then decide whether to do something else or use that to do
But
something else because that's what essentially.
But you see it
but
through.
I must finish it. Yeah, I will see it through. There's no dropping out. I'm no high school dropout, none of that. College dropout, none of that. I'm finished. I'm taking the certificate. That's why I would pick certain avenues where there's as broad as possible, so I can decide that once I'm done at this stage, I can take somewhere else. So
Take
I pick
different
the
avenues.
hardest course. I'll pick the hardest career path because I know, regardless of where I'll take it, I could do anything else. So yeah, that's my approach to life.
Yeah. Hey, but Sally, you want to come back? You got the other two?
No, it's fine. It's all right.
Yeah. We'll leave it. We'll leave that one. We'll leave that one. All right. Whoever criticized FNF is just want to make himself feel comfortable with himself. I'm guessing for where he is in life. Abba and Cass preaching pay for bucks instead of put work for it. This is what I'm saying. Like there's different mentalities here. Pay, like it's the cheap option. Essentially, you gain no valuable skills from actually paying for it. Whereas if you actually go and like work for it, you gain more valuable skills in human interactions, how to deal with people, how to, either finesse the situation or, talk your shit. Talk your shit.
Indeed.
I cut off. Yes, I did cut off.
Yeah.
Go on.
When it comes down to because the conversation always comes up over and over again, we have a problem with how things have surfaced. Essentially, that's why a lot of people are kind of bringing up this conversation again with this criticizing FNF, is because they are the competitive platform that is kind of making every other platform uncomfortable in that position, and so there is a witch hunt for mental people with this particular mindset. I think if you look at all the big people who have made it to where they are now, they came across adversity. The top billionaires now, if you see their progression to where they were criticized from left, right, and center. Like, what are you doing? This is sacrilege. Every approach they took was unorthodox, was too loud, too obvious, too risky. But regardless, people, for some reason, once you reach to a certain extent, now everyone's on your side. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yeah, he's successful because he did the right thing. Kevin Samuels, scandals after scandals every week we saw. The only benefit to him is that he didn't respond to them. He kind of left it to people to venture with themselves. Scandal after scandal. And what happened? He reached to the top, hit 1 million subscribers. That didn't stop him. But we know that people hate him We know that people criticized him. Oh, he mutes women. Oh, he curses women out. Oh, he cuts the callers.
They tried hard. They
He's
tried to
doing
cancel that
something
man
that
hard.
works. Right. We've seen this happen before. This isn't anything new. Anyone who tries to strive for greatness will come with adversity. From their best friends to their worst enemies. It will come to them. Kanye West, Jay-Z, all these big names that have made it to where they were, from the Squatter to the glitz and glam. They saw criticism and it won't stop. So imagine whoever is prepared for success, be prepared for hate. They will come for us.
Yeah,
They will.
100%.
Preach it, preach.
100%. Okay, what was it? Ili. You know, it's because the number 60 is so random and based on what? It's basically just the higher numbers you have. It's like the more experience you have with something, the more
That's fine, man.
the more acuity you have to deal with that certain something. You know what I mean? The more you learn how to do gymnastics, the better you get, the more you can actually be able to do like fucking Olympic shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Zachary.
It's
you
just
need
to
at
numb
least-
your need for sex, basically.
exactly.
Your need for variety.
You
But
have to be like Mr.
so-
Organic. You need to have at least some volume, but most importantly, depth. Exactly. I learned the most from women whilst in LTRs, not from yanking slushies out of clubs in Shoreditch. Exactly. You need depth. So
Because-
you actually need to see things through. That's true. You need a good. I think they don't talk about that enough. Where you need a certain level of relationships under your belt before you actually pick to commit to someone. But you know, or even not even under your belt, as long as you know how to manage a relationship situation to the best of your ability. You know, to where you're not getting trampled or run over as a man. You know what I mean? You're getting the respect you deserve, and you're also treating her like a human being.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So then, the last question you had was, who should you learn from about all this?
Exactly. Who
information?
should you learn from? This is what I would suggest to people, for my own personal experience. Find someone who you enjoy, whose lifestyle fits a lifestyle you would like. And if they have a biography or something of how they got to where they got, learn their ways and practice that and put it into practice. That's the best you can do. If you don't want to learn all the general esotericness of learning game and human nature and finances, like the hardcore books and whatnot, find someone you like and follow their blueprint of life. And that should get you to a position comparable to where they are. That's what I would say.
I think this is where we get to the point where you want to do a background check on people you look up to.
Exactly.
Did they get to that point legitimately? Did they get to the point out of their own hard work, or was there a cheat code? Because we might have a habit of seeing people who try to give advice when they're actually trust fund babies. They were actually born into wealth, and they're trying to give us advice on how to leave the
Donald J.
Yeah. So
I only got $1 million loan.
I mean, you can. We can learn from people who are of course born in wealth and still strive and still work hard.
Yeah.
But those who claim to be self-made, that's why we do background checks on them. That's why people try and expose people, because we want to say how genuine are them. And then, the advice they give out is still good, right? But if they might be a flawed character. Fair. But my focus would be on, is the advice they're giving out what is empirical, what is theory that has been heard already. So I'm going to bring back Fresh and Fit because everyone's kind of still heated on this topic, right? A lot of the things they talk about is not from them. And I find it funny that people make it sound as if they're stealing from other content creators. Red Pill space is about circulating that type of information, and whoever knows how to circulate that information aggressively enough, the most efficient is doing their job. Rollo Tomasi, for example, the author of the Rational Male, I'm still reading it right now. It's very good. It's a high yield series in terms of, if you read one book of his edition, you would learn so much within the first chapter. It's like, oh
Mm,
wow, this is all through, like, it's not just made up. This is literally academically proven.
yeah.
And if you have that type of information that's been around for 20 years, but people aren't able to contextualize what is being said, but then when you
Mm,
come across a platform that provides examples of that, multiple women every day, and then challenging them on theories on what men and women do, you can see that template being broadcasted to the world, and people are listening more than what they will get from a book. And so when you translate that to content like this, Fresh and Fit, even this conversation we have, it makes it easier for people to break down and take in, like, this is the type of work I needed to hear. And now I'm going
mm,
to get it from the source. Now I'm
mm-hmm.
going to get it from citations. Like, oh, where did you hear this from? What studies? That's why we love data and
Exactly.
statistics.
Yes, because
As men,
you can't
we
fudge
want
it.
it
You can't
proven.
fudge it. You can't fudge it.
Right,
And it's
right.
interesting how a lot of people on the manosphere are saying that, oh, they're just getting all that, they're getting all that
Nearly
information
done
from
my
Google.
body.
They just Googled it. They Googled it. They Googled it. Well, yeah, they got the statistics from, like, you have to get credible information from people who've done the work, the scientists, the people who've put in the time. I'm pretty sure they don't want to go into the lab and actually do the data or put out questionnaires and start taking samples and da 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 da. Like, it's the smart person learns from what other people have already done and takes that data and applies it correctly. That's what they're doing. They don't need to go out and do their own studies and revalidate the information. You can do that, but most studies that are brought up would have been peer reviewed and or checked up on and done repetitively. That's a scientific process. It's not just one
That's the
study
whole
and
point.
it's like the holy grail. No, you do one study, other people have to repeat that study and see that results are repeatable, and you get similar results to within certain ranges of what do you call it, accuracy. So
Yeah.
like Google, you have to get your information from credible sources. As long as you get information from credible sources, that's all you can do. You can't, like, if you want to go and research the information, fair play, go do it. But at the same time, that's long, and we don't have time for that. You don't have time for that. You know what I mean? But anyway,
What did Dog's head say? He buries all his bodies.
okay, he
That's
buries
messed
all
up.
his bodies.
That's
That is
messed
messed
up.
up. Hey, my guy, out here.
The,
Lord
the
trust.
data and statistics.
Even 20, but I mean, okay. Let's see. See, for my wife, women are one of his. Wait. Okay. Not
Who's
gonna
that?
lie. That was Ili.
But what does he mean?
It must have been a comment with something someone said in the back in the back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Ili, I ain't on the happy wife, happy life BS. So that ain't me. But to each their own. Oh, yeah. Well, you need a happy.
That phrase is.
You need all I say is just a nice home, a happy home. It doesn't need to be happy wife, whatever. As
No.
long as
I
you.
think that phrase, what the phrase he's using, has been
Mhm.
bastardized now. It's
Yeah,
the idea is that
100%.
you
You have to cater to your wife
honestly,
to make her happy.
because traditionally, when you're in a family and you're financially stable and you're providing for your family, that's all that matters. But nowadays, being a happy wife means more than that. Now it's you have to stimulate more than just everything that as a man's meant to do. So when you start catering to that because of legality, because you don't want to be divorced and lose half your money, now she can't negotiate with you anymore, so you have to make her feel happy. That's where the problem lies. So
Yeah,
of course we want a happy family, a happy relationship, but
but
if
there are limits.
now now the goalposts have moved, we have to rephrase what that means, because people
Where
get
she's
it twisted now.
yeah, that's what they call toxic.
Right.
Facts. Is that fresh law?
Which one's fresh?
Sally.
Wait, before we carry on, what's that background TV on right now?
Is that you, Sally?
Yeah, so yeah.
Is it possible to turn it off? Just for the
Yeah,
rest of the
sure.
show. We've got 10 minutes left anyway.
One sec.
Wow,
Yeah.
doghead. I'm sure that dude creams his feet. Just saying. That's why.
Which one? Man.
Them
I didn't know it
bustlers.
looked like fresh. I didn't see it.
Them bustlers.
What else we got?
Okay.
So we're gonna have an
Everyone
open
started
panel for the last 10 minutes.
So which one of you got the ashy shirt? and get in the McLaren.
Everyone's Vaselined up, okay?
Yo,
But
yo,
we'll
yo,
get the
yo.
McLaren.
I'm telling you right now, yeah, ain't no ash, bro. I hate ash, bro. I don't know how people can just walk out dusty
Grease.
like that, bro.
Even the
It don't
elbows are
make, bro.
grease.
If I have to get cooking oil, coconut oil,
The
any
knuckles are
type of
grease.
oil, bro, petroleum oil. I'm getting petrol oil, car oil.
You're not
I'm
leaving
getting
the
it.
house
I'm
without
not
greasing.
leaving my house dry, bro. That's unacceptable. Lotion is there. It's a thing, bro. It's not even that expensive. It's wild. Everyone get critique. Rich or broke. That's true. Rich or broke, you'll get shouted at.
Yeah.
Love this.
King G, could you post the invite link to the comment section, like
Yes,
in
sir.
YouTube comments? Because yeah,
Yes.
we'll have
2
like 10,
seconds.
15 minutes left, and
We'll get people in
if
just to
anyone
give
wants
their
to come in,
opinions.
just to chime in real quick on anything else, that would be good. But beyond that, yeah, we covered a lot today. What I would say is that this fiasco that's happened in the past 2 weeks has shown us how people think. There are two different types of people, two different types of men, and it's better to associate yourself with the type that think like you. If you want to be regular, average, live your life over there. If you want to, because to them, they think that we're trying to live the fast life. No, we want to fight. We want to go in the battlefield. We want to compete with our peers, because that's what makes us individually more successful, if we compete with each other. So beyond trying to live a normal life, there are people who want more. And is it greedy? Is it narcissistic? Is it selfish to want to compete? No, it's not.
To
But
be
now, for
better
some reason,
than the next man.
all right. I think this is where there's a difference between red pill and blue pill. Is there a delay? Because you're
no.
talking over me right now.
No, it's
Okay,
okay.
yeah, that's where red and blue pill comes in.
The link is posted in the chat, guys. If you want to jump in, jump in. Link is right there, guys.
Yeah,
if you want to jump
we
in.
left it a little late, but yeah, we've got like 10 to 12 minutes left on here.
Yeah.
We're
We'll
good.
get you guys in real quick.
Yeah.
Give us a quick take on trying to be successful, where you should get your information, what you think about failure.
King G, where do you get it? Where do you get your information from? Like, what do you look up to or read into in order to get to where you are now?
For me, because obviously we did science, so for me, I enjoy reading anyway. So most of my information is go from either cited sources, books, and or scientific studies, looking at different books that have like actual credible results,
data and statistics,
and or proven mindsets that have helped people, get actionable results. So I look at a wide range of things, whether that's YouTube videos, learn from YouTube videos, different mentors I look up to, reading books, reading like scientific studies. It's just a whole bunch of reading actual listening to lectures. Go on.
Yeah, hold that for. Is there any empirical data that proves that paying for box levies the need for men to have sex? Because that's the whole agenda now. Because if apples and peaches are saying that we vouch for prostitution, this is what men should normalize. Is there any data that proves that it's better for men to pursue escort than actually game and court? That's what Kevin Samuels says now. That's what Ivan Preach say. They're trying to vouch for this even more. They're making content based on this now, which is scary.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I haven't seen any studies. I haven't actually seen any studies to suggest either or. But I would, in my obviously my opinion, I would say that what you need to understand is what can you actually learn from paying for it versus what can you learn from actively getting it yourself. Would there be any benefit in you? See, this is what I could say. Yeah, what you can learn from getting it by paying for it is you can learn the skills in the bedroom. You can practice your skills in the bedroom, whether you pay that escort to help you, teach you, and or
How many times?
assist you in bedroom activities and get you up to speed on what you need to do. That's a fair look at it. You can look at it that way. Or if you're going out and talking to people and improving your social skills and using that as a method to get your girls. So whichever way you look at it, as long as you're learning something of actionable, like something that could help you in the future, you can, as long as you're getting something from it. For me, do what you got to do, man. I'm not here to police you, bro, but I wouldn't do it personally because I could learn while actually learning my social skills as well.
Yeah. I hear you. So you're saying a mix of both as long as there's a purpose, then. Okay.
Yeah.
The comments are getting wild now. We've got Mark Phillips. What's he saying?
Who's Mark
Isn't
Phillips?
this the guy? Is this the?
You're
Is this the main guy or?
Perspective on life. You can disagree with something and still not have an issue with others doing it. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. We are very young. Short-sighted. I am very short. I need glasses actually, so I am short-sighted. That's a good note.
Wait, isn't this the PUA guy?
I don't know if that's actually him.
Isn't this the P?
I don't know.
Oh, it's just some guy imitating him. But this is the guy in the face. I don't know if it is him or not. But isn't he in Brazil? Paying for cheaper bucks. I don't know. Look, overall,
I don't know.
It really comes down to the type of man you are. Honestly, I understand why men would pursue that route, but I think that it's not something to encourage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care what you do,
man.
as long as you yourself. For me, is the learning like, are you learning something from what you're doing? That's what I care about. For me personally, if I'm not learning something from what I'm doing, what's the point of me doing it? I'm just wasting my time when I can actually be gaining skills, learning actionable skills. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Boy, he asked us a question. If you scroll back up, he asked us a question.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Where did Abba and Preach state that men should be normalized paying for box? Abba himself said he doesn't do it and wouldn't, times. But he said to each his own.
You think we're stupid? I'm not stupid. And we're not stupid. We've seen him advocate for this more and more and more, especially having that long conversation with Kevin Samuels. They were discussing escorting to the detail. I'm not dumb. I know that big platforms can't admit to escorting. Even Kevin Samuels has slightly admitted to escort, like buying for escorts. So he can't do it like on what do you call it, in the media, because it's still illegal in America. You can do it in the UK, like you can admit to paying for escorts, but it's kind of illegal in America. So if you're a bigger platform, you're more likely to be caught out for it and get in trouble for it. So, yeah, they have to watch their words. That would be hilarious.
Is that Kevin?
We are young,
naive. No. This is a good point. Like, this, obviously we're young. We're not here preaching the gospel.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, we're not here preaching the gospel. That's why you can call in and have a chat, because we're just giving our opinions. This is not the gospel. This is not the truth. This is not what you need to subscribe to. We're just trying to give you what we're trying to do, our opinions on things. And if you obviously have different opinions, if you have a different opinion, come in and have a chat. Come in and have a chat. It is what it is. It is what it is. You don't have a chat. You don't have a chat. You know what I mean? KS, well, go on. You know where the link is. Jump in. That's Abba's only argument. To each his own. To each his own. Exactly.
You can pin the link on the description just so that it doesn't flow away. Just pin it on the comments.
How do you pin?
On the YouTube page. Maybe I could do it.
But
overall,
go for it.
We can carry these perspectives without having to advocate for it. They're like, hey, agree to disagree. I just know that there are guys like me who are wired to be into paying for bucks.
This guy at the bottom is living in his mom's basement, and he's teaching people about what to do in life. Freshman CEO pays for press releases, and Myron Gay sleeps with men.
We could laugh at this because you know, it doesn't offend because obviously
thank
to
you
us
for
it's
the
not really
engagement,
true.
bro.
But
Jeffrey Dahmer reincarnated, bro. He's here for the smoke. You know that, man. Man's a killer. Stone cold.
see how we can take a joke.
Nah, it's a joke. That was funny.
Jeffrey Dahmer is just,
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer. Isn't that the flipping
That's the killer. That's the killer.
mass murderer?
That's the guy.
Fucking
That's
hell.
the guy.
Didn't he eat black guys up? Like he eat them up as well? That's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. Man. It's crazy.
Hey,
Hey,
what are we carrying on?
It's real account. Wow, it's the real account. Hey, Kevin. Come through, bro.
Oh, okay. Hey, call up Kevin Simons. You know, if you have something to tell us,
we're not here preaching.
Definitely listen to your content.
Yeah, we listen to your content avidly, but we're just saying we're not preaching the truth. We're not preaching the truth here. We are preaching the truth.
We are preaching the truth. To me, well, because it's like kind of backed up. Like,
no, I'm playing. I was trying to see if people would catch on that. I'm joking. We are.
What
preaching
I've
the
noticed
truth,
is
man.
that people are extremely. Let me say this: people are extremely defensive over very, like, unrealistic conversations like this. What's the point if you're telling men that only high value men can, pay for escorting and kind of be satisfied by it? Why are you trying to advocate it to the masses? Like, it's nothing to do with us. If the average man or the person who is working their way up to wealth isn't in a position to pay for box, then why not let them focus on game and working on their social skills? Because that comes with that soft and social skills we talk about on enterprising, on running a business. Everyone needs to work on that throughout their life. So when you make it seem as if a male urge to have sex with a woman, it needs to be levied with currency, that's a problem. Because who knows how much you're spending annually on escorting? Wasted money.
Exactly, man. That's true. And Jeffrey Dahmer reincarnated says they're trying to get an invite on the show, bro. They're cloud chasing 100%. Why would anyone be on social media if you're not trying to chase some type of clout or put yourself out there in any type of way? It honestly doesn't make sense to me. If you're not clout chasing, you wouldn't be doing this. You wouldn't be on social media. Let's call a cap a cap. Let's call a cap a cap and just say, yes, obviously there is some clout to be gained by doing all this stuff, but this is the game, bro. Like, this is why people on YouTube, whoever comes on YouTube and says, I'm just here to help people and not gain any clout, and I'm just lies, bro. They're lying to you. In the back of the head, they're thinking, wait till I get the money, wait till I get the cash, wait till it all rolls in, wait till I get the McLaren, the I start, bro. Come on, everybody's doing this for a reason, and it's not all altruistic. Even if you're doing it for altruistic reasons, you also want to get that back pay, because no one really wastes their time for nothing, to be honest. We got to keep it real. So, yes, cloud chasing, 100%.
Yeah.
Well said.
Give me a wrench.
Well said.
Ely, give me a wrench. Mark is actually John for real. Oh, man. That's crazy. We need trolls to call in. Actually, we do need trolls to call in. Like, come on, bring them in, man.
And we will have to vet our mods first before we start letting people.
Yeah, Ely. We have to check you out, bro. I'm a gay man, and I've met Myron. He loves himself, men like me.
Man, hey, the more haters he has, it's a good sign, man.
Do you want me to block the user or just leave him? I can block him if you want to. But,
no need.
Okay, cool.
Great, good engagement. That's what we need.
He reincarnated now. Yeah, apparently, man. It's not real, bro. Lol. That's not the real account. KS is on Instagram Live right now. Oh, no way. Cool. Come to call your naive.
Shit. Could you mute Sally because he's off now?
Yeah, what's going on?
Just mute him.
How about the fact that if a man admits for paying for box, a woman becomes a Sahara Desert?
See, that's a woman's perspective, If you tell your girlfriend or your wife or partner that, oh yeah, I used to pay for sex, like prostitution, I mean,
that's
maybe
not actionable.
Most people wouldn't care.
No, because you think you might start doing it. It's not. You can't. That's not credible for longevity of relationship. You just to put that stuff out there. Like, what's the point? And why? What's the point of even doing it? Anyway, if you want to do it, man, do it. And if you want to tell
I wish we
Do it and see. Let's see the
I
results.
wish
Let's actually get. Go on.
I wish you spoke to me about this topic because I had a video I watched that I could have shared here. We could find it, but it's about how professional hooker or escort was basically describing how her life goes and the type of client she gets. And it's a British interview. And she was just describing how regular good-looking men, young men, are paying to have sex with her. And she just was shocked because in her mind she just thought these type of guys could have game. Why would they have to pay for sex? And so that kind of changed perspective for a lot of women. Like they don't realize that men aren't air just accessing women so many times. That sort of validates what Fresh and Fit talk about, how only 20% of men have access, like prolonged access to women. 8% of women in society, that's just how it is, man. But the way I see it, you lose when you start having to pay for it, like hands-on, like transactionally. That's where you lose.
Yeah, that's 100% true. Jeffrey Dom reincarnated. I'm not a fan of KS, but why don't you have an issue with FNF as well? They use the same absolutes and don't use nuance in the world. I'm a gay man and I can see through their lies. This man and cheeks, bro.
Real quick. Let me answer that. It's very simple. We both listen to KS and FNF and critique what they say on both ends. We critique what Fresh and Fit says. We don't critique them for kicking out women or muting women or blocking women from their show because it's based on maybe respect. If you have a respectful conversation with someone and you don't go on a tangent and you don't throw out insults, then you can stay on the conversation. You won't be kicked off. But a lot of these men out here saying, like I've been preached, why do you kick out women? You're complaining like little wimps. That's why this content is blowing up, because men like you make it simple, like easy to be so soft and sensitive. Like we're talking about serious conversations. Yes, critique them for the wrongs they do, but they're bringing a lot of content that people need to see realistically, that impact how people think, how society thinks. Could you go back to the comments? I didn't see what you were putting up, but are there questions?
No, it's just statements. This one here.
Okay. You don't learn game from paying for bucks. I smashed many women with just Netflix at my place, and I didn't have to feed them.
That's what I do too, bro. That's what I do. Hey, all money.
I don't want to expose myself on here, but it's not that hard.
You see, bro, that's what I used to do. All money to future investments, not out here doing all these other things, bro. That's a waste of your time, bro. If you can Netflix and chill, do the rest?
Do you know the rebuttal they also make is that they say how, if you just get $3, then you're going with low value women, or you're going, how have you ensured that you're with someone who is clean? How have you ensured that you're with someone who isn't for the street? Because, you got it easier than paying for it. But I'm thinking, hold on. Don't escorts like have multiple men a day? Don't they have risks as well? And also the regular woman is with you. You can do certain things like, hey, let's get checked up together. Wear a condom. Like there's no difference in risks when it comes to escorting or not. So that was childish. That was childish to even make.
We're gonna guess real quick. Ian, I'm gonna add him to the chat real quick. Let's see what going.
What's up, Ian?
Ian, what's good? Back. Have anything to say on the topics we've been talking about?
Yeah, I was gonna say, see the video that Duke was talking about. Yeah, I know the exact video. The lady's wearing a mask, innit?
Yeah.
Put it on the chat. Put it on the chat.
Girl.
Oh, you put it on the chat, did you?
Put it on the chat. It's the dark side of being a escort.
Yeah, can we share it? Can we do fair use and like post it here to watch real quick? Maybe.
Yeah.
Dark side.
But you can't watch the whole thing all in one. Like you have to stop and keep talking in between it.
Yeah.
The dark side of
but yeah, do you want to give an input to that then as well? If we have time to share it.
Yeah, real quick. I'm gonna. Ian. Yeah. Give a little intro, Ian.
Yeah, Ian.
Oh no, she's basically talking about her life as being an escort. Like she's seeing random guys that she thinks would get girls, paying doing degrading stuff, like, it's actually peaking it.
And then what happens at the end when they get that nut clattery?
Oh, they get very violent. They get violent.
Yeah.
Yeah, they try to say, "Oh, give you the money back."
Jeez.
That, like,
They
it's
feel
sad.
guilty.
This is the one, yeah.
So be careful
Yeah,
about fair use. I wish we
right.
downloaded it. But
Yeah, I know. We're
just
gonna
play
have
a
to.
bit.
All right, so 3, 2, 1. We're gonna.
We can play it next time. Actually, pause. We can play it next time. We'll just show a snippet for our next show on Sunday.
Is there any
essentially,
specific
people
time?
check this out.
Is there any specific time you wanna?
No, she talks about loads of stuff. It's like
a lot of good things. Like I won't say there's a good spot. Like throughout like the 6-minute video.
Let's just hear this.
We can have it on mute.
Intro. Just the first little intro, real quick. Just 2 seconds.
All right. Okay. Bro, it's on mute.
It's on mute. Isn't that what you said?
Yeah. No. But let's do it then. Let's do it real quick. Let's do it.
Just on mute, yeah. Oh, you want the full volume?
Even though there's a podcast and we shouldn't be doing this, but let's go.
We'll leave it on mute real quick. We'll leave it on mute so you can just read the subtitles. Right. I hope people can read the subtitles.
I still realized that it was definitely not. Since then, obviously there have been a lot of jobs and I try and block them out.
Wow.
That's disgusting.
Thousands.
Whoa.
That is crazy, bro. She's been out here.
The hotels are actually still open. Yesterday I booked a hotel because like a brothel, everyone does it there. In the first few months of the lockdown, I actually didn't do many meets, but luckily some old clients have managed to find me again. Clients are still meeting. Yeah, even during COVID, Corona didn't stop anyone.
Ooh, fair use. We're definitely gonna have to break this down next time, guys. We're definitely gonna have to break this down.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. We'll just download it and post snippets of it, basically. But you guys can check it out too.
100%.
Thank you, Ian, for sharing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, hey, we can have arguments against paying for sex. Like there's just, there are a lot of people make excuses like, oh, you pay money regardless of if you're escorting or not. Oh, it's safer.
For time.
You get what you paid for. It's like, don't play games, man. If we were playing for and against on a debate table, the regular sex would win all the time.
Yes, 100%. When she's saying she's been with thousands of people, bro, come on. Let's not even. Like, I can.
If Kevin Simons didn't have a mute button or a block button, I can debate that easily with him. He knows he can't make a good argument with that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's childish.
That's crazy. Honestly. Oh, we got a Pimp name slip back.
Oh, he's back. Oh, do you know what we found out? Wait, do you know what we found out about a Pimp named Slipback? He was a fan. He used to super chat on Fresh and Fit, and they Fresh caught him on our video or maybe on another video talking smack about him, and now he's been ostracized.
He's been demoted, isn't he?
Fresh said, "Stay over there."
I'm like, Pimp named Slipback. Welcome to the backwaters of YouTube.
Oh my god!
My guy came. He came to the back end of YouTube. Welcome. That's crazy. Worries.
Kevin Samuels is back.
He's back. Why do you care? That's the bigger question. You all are young and naive. See, Kevin,
because
we just don't want people paying for things unnecessarily.
No. I don't want to be 52, single, and still paying $2,400 a night for box.
Exactly. Look, I would rather what I would rather happen is you gain the skills to do it without paying for it, and you acquire the funds to be able to do it. You know, acquire the funds that would not hit the bank account if you did it with like the premium people. You know what I mean? Those people that are like so higher echelon that, you know, that tested every day, every other day, every 2 seconds. You know what I mean? That's what you want to do. Get to the level where if you do want to pay for it, if you really want to do it, you can pay for the high class ones, because paying for the low, that's unacceptable. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. The diseases you get, bro. No. No, even if you say bring your paperwork, you know they have a guy in the back of the shack who forges papers, who forges these papers, bro. It's crazy. But yeah, no.
Yeah, let's see the comments.
Just do a pimp name
Stay
straight
over
back.
there.
Stay over
Stay over there.
Stay over there. Exactly.
What did you replied already?
What the fuck you're talking
No,
about?
he replied earlier.
Oh,
earlier comment.
Yes, I did, and I stopped watching in February. Also, that wasn't actually fresh. That's a fake account. Okay.
Well, we have
Pimp,
his comment
Pimp.
pinned on the video, so you
Pimp.
can check if it's real or not.
A pimp named Slick Blackman Media, come over here and give me a kiss.
Okay, he's fake. He probably
expose yourself.
Hashtag stay over there.
Nah, the chat's going off. Stay over there. Exactly.
Sit back, just became a stray cat. Oh,
you'll find yourself a new owner. Oh, Lord.
Oh, shit.
Absolute facts, bro. What the fuck you're talking about?
There's
Go
beef in the
outside
comments.
of your rim, go to a nightclub and learn
chat.
how to speak to women. This isn't that complicated. So you're either paying Myron 1K an hour
or
an Escort 1K an hour. See, I don't even advocate that you pay. Like obviously you can pay if you have.
But then
money,
what are you paying for?
This is exactly what
are
I'm
you
saying.
Paying for?
What you're paying for is the concise delivery of information, which would take you hours to find by yourself. That's really what you're paying for. You're paying for a delivery service.
Find it for hours because I like to research, but
me too.
People don't.
Exactly. Same with like, I don't know if you play video games, games like certain games, they allow you to get these buffs for like experience. You can get experience twice as quick because you don't want to spend most of your time grinding out levels and leveling your character up. You don't want to do that. So you buy the buffer pack and it speeds you up. Same with the whole Fresh and Fit. You subscribe and pay Fresh and Fit to give you the information they found in a quick and concise manner. I wouldn't pay
grand for all that shit. I don't need it, but I get it.
I wouldn't do it, but I'm saying if you got the money and it's expendable, go for it. It's your money to waste, bro. I ain't gonna tell you what to do with it. You earned it.
On box.
I can't tell you what to do with it. Yeah, Kevin Salmon uses super chat money. You don't spend his own money.
Where's the lie? Where's the lie? Where's the lie?
That's the truth.
Is it a lie?
You don't spend his own money. Blackman Media, come over here. Let me grab you, honey.
I'm gonna screenshot this and make it his own. Like that's what KS says. Exposed.
I used to get those free McDonald's burgers off the back of the bus ticket to get my bucks. Wow, bro. Wow, that's what we're doing.
Hey, shout out to Dukehead, man.
He's
a mod on Fresh and Fit
because they don't want to grind. Exactly, it's the same logic as but in this case, you're actually getting actionable information to use instead of wasting your money on
it's laziness. Don't you see it that way too? Isn't it lazy?
There's no returns. There's no returns on the paying the escort. There's no returns on that. Whereas when you invest in, let's say, Fresh and Fit, you can actually get returns on that because you actually gain knowledge you can take with you forever. Whether that is credit knowledge, how to manage your finances better, how to actually get a house and set up a mortgage or whatnot, or set up a lease or whatever, or even set up properties to rent out. You can learn so many skills, and it's all there in one package. That's what you're paying for, that express delivery of that information. And you can obviously get that out there in the ether if you want to spend your time looking for it, but that's up to you. How do you know it's actual research? What results have FNF shown that experience with women? The RP community is no different than the PUA 10 years ago, scamming vulnerable men. But listen. All right, go on. I'll let you take this one away.
No, the difference between them and a lot of these Kundalini, content creators that talk about being alpha this, like authentic, like Ainde created a whole platform where behind the scenes he's actually a pervert. A lot of these PUA guys are just going with the flow. But if you have a content creator that's backing it up with data and statistics, that's where the research is. They legit have a LinkedIn tree. Is it a link tree or something?
Link tree, yeah.
Where they have all the data to focus on why marriage is the way it is in the West, how men and women caught in the world we are living in now. So it's like you can't say that it's not actual research. You're trying to point it at what do they have to prove their own game, right? Look, for example, when they talk about finances, we definitely know they're packing right now.
They're back in the beef. They're back in the beef.
Yeah, like you can't even lie about that. When it comes to damn fitness, okay, Fresh is working on it now.
And then Myron can back the beef.
Ryan's fit.
He's back in the beef.
And then now when it comes to female nature, you can bring in so many people. All you need is clout at this point. If you can bring in a dozen women every 2 days, and then there's scandal after scandal of you
smashing the same women,
getting people pregnant, please, let's not pretend. Let's not say they don't have game, but they're getting women pregnant. And a penguin at that. It's not like she was ugly.
Yeah.
Miss Cheek, she was thick. So let's not pretend. Yeah, he made a mistake. They slipped into some good coochie though. Let's not pretend. Saying, oh, it's OnlyFans girls. Like half of you want OnlyFans girls. That's what's sad.
FNF and authorities on the topic. RT, they're not authorities.
No, they're not. In fact,
they're just giving
the authority is Rollo Tomasi. Let's be real. The authority is Rollo Tomasi.
I don't give anyone authority. I just take the information if it's actionable from the people. You know what I mean? There's no for me anyway.
Who made Kevin Samuels the authority? Godfather.
I don't know. I don't need to pay to get men. I get plenty in Atlanta. FNF got no infields. All we know is them man tried to use clout to pull them in. Well, that's the way to do it. If you have it, use it. Same way they tell you to use.
How else?
They tell you to use all the resources that they can. Yeah. So you get the clout and use it too. Get yourself some clout.
That's what they teach. I don't think you realize it. That's what they teach.
Get some clout and use it.
Instagram clout.
What game law?
Social media clout. I think that's what today. That's what it is today. Game is about clout today.
Game is a lot about clout. Yeah, and if you only get the girls who don't really care about all the social media stuff with actual game, the earthy girls, the naturals, the vegans. Those are the ones you get without game or with game. Sorry, with actual valid game who don't actually conform to all these social media situations. They want to be low key. Appearance slip back. Their goal is leveling up, and by circumstance, you get women. They both have many receipts of diligence there. Exactly. We'll leave it there. FNF are marketeers first, then actual players like 20th. Yeah, marketeers first. But that's the thing. You want to get your business first, and then your women as far back until you handle your business. So,
King G.
Yeah, go on.
King G, Sally. And me, how do we prove to people that listen to us that we have game? What do we have to do to prove to people we have game?
Record people in field. Record ourselves in field.
To go to what? To cold approach?
Let's go out. Actually, you know what? Yeah, follow our social medias. Yeah, follow our Instagrams, and then whenever we go out, we'll take videos of us doing damage,
recording us picking up girls.
You know how I can't be doing that. I can't be
childish
like that.
It's like, how do you prove to people you have game in the first place? I mean, we know from each other how we operate.
Let me just tell you, yeah, you will never really trust anyone, even if they're infields. You might say, oh, they paid that person, so there's no point in even trying. There's no way even trying to validate the people who want to know. If you want the knowledge is out there, go get it from wherever you want to get it from, or just go out and try yourself and trial and error it. Just learn by trial and error, and hopefully your failures will teach you great lessons. Everyone pays in some manner, yes, when dealing with women, but FNF push leveling up and focusing on yourself to become high value so you don't deal with the BS. An average man has to
It's not
deal
that
with
hard.
the BS.
It's a choice. You don't have to sign up for it.
If FNF's so high value, then where the high value women at? No, they're having fun. They're not really trying to secure a woman and settle down. That's what they said.
Yeah.
They don't want to settle down just yet. So why do they need high value women who are going to hold them down and be wives? Not just yet. The difference is that they've now come up with a new slogan: "High value men is just an alpha crap." FNF have not proven to be honest men. Hey man,
But
you
you were
paid
super
it.
chatting them back in February.
He
That's what's
paid.
funny.
He's salty, bro. He paid. He
I'm
gave
so
his
sorry, pimps. Let me slip
bro.
back. I'm
He
so
could.
sorry.
You could have taken that money, gone out, had a pizza, paid your premium on Pornhub,
Or
but
pay
you
for
wasted
box.
it. You wasted it. You wasted it on FNF, bro. Oh, I feel your pain, bro. I feel your pain.
I
That's
feel it
crazy.
too. I feel it.
Any guy who claims to be a master PUA, but his copywriting skills are elite, you being scammed. See, I don't see.
Copywriting what? Like
No
copying
one.
what others say?
Yeah, exactly. So no one is. I wouldn't say anyone is a master PUA. People just find a method that works for them, and then people who naturally gravitate towards that, they gravitate towards that, and then that's that. They just happen to record the interactions where people like their style of game, and they put that out there. High value women do not exist unless
Yeah.
they marry a high value man.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's a slogan we've heard, definitely. I think that makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Finances ain't the same as game with chicks. Yep. Well,
Finances ain't the same as game with to an extent is about if you have game, quote unquote, it's essentially how you socialize in person, how you engage with people, how you dominate the room. If you can
in
dominate in
business.
finances and business to an extent, because of course there are limits to that, you can handle social settings. But of course, you've got the nerds who make big money in tech and in Wall Street. But then when they walk into the club, they don't know what to do. So it's like either they pay for bucks or they learn how to translate the work ethic they have into learning how to approach, how to uh, um, um, influence and persuade people. Because if you persuade people in sales, you'll be able to persuade people into your flipping bed. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's all about translating what you already
Exactly.
know, especially if
Yeah.
you're an experienced man in your 30s, 40s. A lot of these men who are donating to their platform have money to spend, and plus they just want to figure out what they've been missing out on for years. So clearly, there's a step to be taken. You know what I'm saying?
I with a nice comment here by Warwolf. Paying for FNF stuff is no different to paying for a personal tutor. Yes, you can just read it all in the textbook, but sometimes you can't be asked and get the personal tutor. Exactly. Your parents can force you to read it
Or
and learn it.
you
Or
can
yeah.
pay someone to cheat for you, basically someone to write your paper and pay them. Guess what? You haven't learned anything. You passed the test. You got the
Yeah.
lay. We can use so many different analogies. Let me use another analogy. You can pay a cab for the rest of your life, or someone's in the hood. You could pay the cab, to get a taxi from A to B, or you can pay for a theory test, for driving lessons, or for what, about 40 hours worth of driving lessons. It can stack up to a certain amount. But then after you've gained all that knowledge from driving, and then you have to buy a car insurance and all of that, that's a lot of money, right? But once you got it, you're your own man. Or pay for public transport.
Yeah.
Pay
All
for for streetwalkers.
Night walkers. All right, Raya. Okay, here we go. What happened to the topics of self-improvement? I'm pretty bummed that this conversation went back to FNF and other
we
creators.
we were catering to the viewers.
We're
Sorry
in the
about
comments.
that, Raya.
We're in the comments.
We will catering to that.
we gotta talk to the people in the comments. You know what I mean?
But we'll
But yeah,
definitely coin it back to our topic.
yeah, well anyway, I think we're done with the comment section at this point anyway, because we have to start wrapping this up. But
Right.
in terms of self-improvement, boom. Any final thoughts on that topic? We're gonna summarize your thoughts of everything we said. Yeah, let me start. Okay. So number one, should people be happy with being average? If all I would say is be happy with being like, as long as you're happy within yourself and your circumstances, and you're not wanting for anything, strive for that. Whatever that level is for you is different for everyone. Some people's is a Lamborghini and flying to Dubai every 2 months. Some other people, it's just being able to go on a holiday every other month, and that's all it. So whatever your level of success is, try and strive for that and hit that. And at the same time, you should find your information from people whose lives are what you would want to aspire
What
to
caters
have.
to your
Yeah, what caters to
aspirations? Yeah.
your aspirations. So find those people, see what they do in their lives, and mirror, and or drop them a DM, try and get a mentor here. Because people are nicer than you think. People are way nicer than you think, and just shoot your shot. You never know when someone might be like, you know what, why not? Actually, there's a story here in London where that happened. There was a kid who went knocking door to door, a black kid. He was going to be a footballer. He injured his leg. He couldn't play football anymore. And he said, what am I going to do with my life? That was his whole career path. And what he decided to do is he went to London, some of the rich areas. He knocked door to door, asking people, hey, how did you come to acquire this house? And a lot of people were turning him away. And he eventually got to a house where a lady was in, and she said, oh, this is my husband's house. What can I, I obviously he's not here right now, but if he come back another day. Yeah, but then she said, you know what? She's gonna be home in a minute.
That boy was in America.
Yeah, I know, right? Blicky on site. But then she said, come in the house, wait for my husband. The husband ended up coming back from work. She explained to him who the kid was, what he's looking for, and the husband ended up being his mentor, teaching him about finance. He's in the financial sector. He told him, go to university, do this, do that, and he ended up getting a job in finance. But that's from him just trying to find his way and seeing what other people had to offer in the world. You don't need to learn from every single person in the world or source from different areas. If that's what you want to do, fair enough. But find someone, if you want to take the easy route, find someone who has succeeded legitimately and get their insight on how you can do it too. And that's my piece on that. Sally, any final regards to self-improvement?
Don't slack. Don't slack.
Don't slack.
Minor small words. Short words.
Don't slack. That's all I got.
Yeah. And the dick?
Yeah, so from how I started off in the topic, I really want people to acknowledge that there are some people who are average Joes and some people who are not your average Joes, as we are talking in this platform. Hey. So in general, there's some people who are content with what they have. They're comfortable with the average life and salary and family life they live. Let them, stay in their lane while the rest of us push for greatness, and we will continue to do that. So stay in your lane, everyone. Stop critiquing those who want less than you or who want more than you. Why are you pushing for greatness, and then you've got people who are living in their monk life telling you what you're doing is too extreme. You're living that lifestyle that's too extreme for the average Joe. Well, that's none of your concern. Stay over there, and we will stay over here, and we're good to go. We can still live in the same society we live in. Stay in your blood clot lane. Yes,
exactly. Stay in your lane, bro. And Raya, we'll catch you later.
Thank you, Raya. Thank you, everyone.
As always, we love you guys. Thank you. And Sally is the best panelist, and that's 100. Yes.
Representing.
Does Sally only work? Need sometimes. That's brilliant. Only work near cell towers. Maybe he does. You see his house, he's pimping. That's not even a green screen, guys. That's not a green screen. I'll tell you that right now. That is not a green screen.
Living lavish, okay?
That is his house. He can play that piano.
Disclosure trumps. What do they call this? Discretion trumps disclosure. He ain't saying much. He knows what he does.
Discretion trumps disclosure. But anyway, guys, thank you for an amazing stream, guys. I will catch you guys in the near future. We might have a stream sometime this week, but we'll definitely set it up way before it's happening. So we'll give you maybe 2-3 days to let you know when the stream is going to happen, the topics we're going to talk about, to get you guys ready for the heat we're about to drop. And all the FNF stuff, guys, all the Apple and Peaches, this is where it ends. We're going to leave that there. And from now on, we're just going to talk about, either improving our experiences and or give commentary on the wider topics in the world, and also interact with you guys, because we love the chat. We love the chat.
And we will have a returning host coming in our next show, Mystic Moose. So you'll definitely see more of us, and hear from people you haven't seen so far.
This
So
podcast is
you
going to
wanna fill
keep
in
on
more
rising.
comments.
Good job. Thank you very much, Manuel. And don't
Thank you,
forget,
Manuel.
get the piano pimp back on. He's cool.
Eh.
Yeah. Guys, we love it. We love it. Thank you for the support. We'll leave it here, guys.
It's a
And we'll
wrap.
catch you guys on the next one. All right. Deuces. Peace out.